Hello students, we are going to begin with our next topic, congruence. Congruence of segments. Basically, the topic is congruence, and in this we have to learn about congruence of segments, congruence of angles, and congruence of circles. Okay, so the basic word here is congruence. We have to study about congruence. So when we use the word congruence and when we should use the word equal, okay, there are two words in mathematics. One is equal and one is congruence. So what is the difference between these two words? When we should use these words? So keep one thing, very simple thing in mind, that when we are talking about two numbers, then we use the word equal. When we talk about numbers, then we have to use the word equal. Numbers are always equal. And when we are talking about geometrical shapes, which are the geometrical shapes? It can be segment, or it can be an angle, circle, square, rectangle. So these are all the geometrical shapes. So when two shapes are same, exactly same, then we use the word congruence. And when two numbers are exactly same, then we use the word equal. So understood the difference between equal and congruence? Numbers are always equal and shapes are always congruent. Okay. So first topic is congruence of segments. What we have to study? Congruence of segments. Now segment means what? Having a fixed length. Means starting point is fixed and ending point is fixed. Now see here, I have drawn here two segments, segment AB and segment XY. Okay, both of them, they have the length of 4 centimeter. This is also a segment of length 4 centimeter and this is also a segment of length 4 centimeter. Means what? Length AB and length XY are equal. Which word I am using here? Equal. Why? Because I am talking about length. And length means a number. What is the length of AB? 4 centimeter. And length of XY is also 4 centimeter. So length is a number. And just now I told you that two numbers, if they are same, then we have to use the word equal. Or suppose, see here, suppose this is a page, and if we fold the page, what can we see? That this segment overlaps the second segment. See here, they exactly overlap each other. Means what? These two segments are having exactly the same length. Means what? The length of the segments are equal. Or if we fold it like this, then also the one side overlaps the other side. Okay, exactly overlaps each other. Means what? The length of these two segments is equal. So whenever the length of two segments is equal, then we say that the segments are congruent. Okay, length are equal, then segment is a shape, geometrical shape. So segments are congruent. If given line segments are equal in length, they are said to be congruent to each other. Okay, so segment AB is congruent to segment XY. They are exactly same. AB and XY are exactly same. But what word we should use? The correct word is segment AB is congruent to segment XY. And how we write this in symbol? Segment symbol is SEG. We have already learned in 6th standard. So seg AB, and this is the symbol of congruent. What we should do? Give an equal sign, and over this we have to draw a wiggle. This symbol is called as a wiggle symbol, and it is the proper way to draw. See, first draw a upside down U, and draw a straight U. Okay, don't draw like this. This is wrong, this is correct. Okay, first you have to draw a upside down U. उल्टा U पहले निकालना है, फिर सीधा U. So this is the correct way of drawing the wiggle. What is the name of this symbol? Wiggle. So equal sign के ऊपर wiggle draw करना है. So this is the symbol of congruence. Anywhere if you have to write the word congruence, then you will write this symbol. So seg AB congruent to seg XY. Why? Because segment is a shape and shapes are always congruent and length are always equal. But when these two shapes are congruent, if their length are equal, then we can say that two segments are congruent. And there are two notes for this. Now see here, if AB segment is congruent to PQ, then PQ is congruent to AB. Okay, this way also you can write, or you can write PQ first and AB later. Both are correct. Now one more note is there. If PQ is congruent to RS and RS is congruent to EF, then PQ and EF are also congruent. अगर एक सेगमेंट दूसरे को कॉन्ग्रुएंट है और वो दूसरी वाली सेगमेंट तीसरी सेगमेंट को कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, तो पहली और तीसरी ये दोनों भी आपस में कॉन्ग्रुएंट रहेंगे. Why? When these PQ and RS will be congruent if their length is equal. Suppose this is 2 cm and this is also 2 cm. Both length are same, that's why they are congruent. And RS and EF is congruent. RS is 2, so EF will also be 2. So PQ and EF, they are also congruent because PQ length is also 2 and EF length is also 2. And if length are equal, then segments are congruent. Understood? So when we say that two segments are congruent, if their length is equal. If their length is equal. Okay. Now the next topic is congruence of angles. Okay. So suppose here one angle is there, angle XYZ, and this is the second angle, angle ABC, and both they measure 100 degree. So their measurement is equal. Which word I am using here? Equal. Measurements are equal. Measurement means it is a number, 100 degree, 100 degree. So when we are talking about numbers, then we have to use the word equal. And when we are talking about shapes, then we have to use the word congruence. So here two numbers are there, means two measurements are there of the two angles which are equal. Both angles they measure 100 degree. That's why we say that both these angles are congruent. Don't say like this, angles are equal. No, angle is a shape. So which word we will use for angle? Congruent. And when are two angles congruent? If their measure is same. If their measure is equal. So two angles with equal measures are said to be congruent to each other. Okay. Now suppose here I have made two cuttings of angle 35 degree and 35 degree. Suppose I place it over one another. So what we observe? What we observe that arm, this is called as the arm of the angle, and this tip is called as the vertex of the angle. So both the arms of the angles they overlap each other. Okay, see here, both the arms, this arm they overlap each other and these arms also they overlap each other. But what you observe here that this arm is shorter than this arm. See, this is long. This angle arm is long and this angle arm is short. In the same way this also. This angle arm is short and this angle arm is longer. See, this is long, this is short. This is short, this is long. But What is same? Both are 35 degree because they are overlapping each other. Means what? These two angles, they are congruent. Okay. Don't say that if the arm is short, they are not congruent. Okay. दो एंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट है या नहीं है, ये उनके आर्म्स के लेंथ के ऊपर डिसाइड नहीं होता है. एंगल की आर्म किससे बनती है? See, this is the arm of the angle. By using which shape we have drawn this? By using a ray. इस shape को क्या बोलते हैं? Ray. So when we join two rays, one angle is formed. So it is not a big deal. इसका आर्म छोटा है, इसको थोड़ा बड़ा ड्रॉ कर देंगे तो इसके जितना हो जाएगा. सो आर्म्स से कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है, आर्म के लेंथ से कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है. देयर मेजरमेंट शुड बी सेम. मीन्स बोथ द आर्म्स शुड ओवरलैप ईच अदर. देन दोज एंगल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. सो व्हाट वी हैव स्टडीड जस्ट नाउ, द कॉन्ग्रुएंस of angles does not depend on the length of their arms. आर्म्स का लेंथ छोटा बड़ा होने से कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है. वो रे है, उसको अगर छोटा दिख रहा है तो हम उसको एक्सटेंड भी कर सकते हैं. रेज कैन बी एक्सटेंडेड, बट इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मेजर ऑफ दोज एंगल्स. ये जो मेजर है 100 डिग्री 100 डिग्री, इसके ऊपर से हम डिसाइड करेंगे इफ़ टू एंगल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट और नॉट कॉन्ग्रुएंट. सो अंडरस्टूड कॉन्ग्रुएंस ऑफ एंगल्स. Two angles with equal measures are said to be congruent to each other. Okay, they are said to be congruent to each other. Now, based on these two topics, we will study a practice set. Okay, so suppose here, this is one activity and practice set based on the congruent line segments. Okay, this activity and this practice set, it is based on the congruence of segments. So now see here, first activity, take any box, measure the lengths of each of its edges. Edges means sides. Which of them are congruent? So suppose this is a rectangular box. Okay, so what they have said, that measure the lengths of each edge and tell which are congruent. So which edges will be congruent? See here, this length and this side, they will be congruent. This side and this side will be congruent, these two. Now just now we have studied one property, that this, if one segment is congruent to another and this segment is congruent to the third one, then the first and the third are also congruent. Means what? This side, this side, this side and this side, all the four sides will be congruent to each other. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, these four sides will be congruent to each other. And if we look at the breadth, so this 1, 2 and 3 and 4, these four will be congruent. And see here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, these four sides will be congruent. So same logic we can use in this activity. Okay, so here AB congruent to DC. See here, this is AB and this is DC. Okay, or AB is also congruent to EH. So DC is also congruent to FG. So DC, FG, EH and AB, these four segments are congruent to each other. Okay, now see here, horizontal, AD, BC, HG and EF, these four will be congruent. And DF, CG, AE, BH, these four will be congruent. So here AB and DC congruent. AE and BH. See, AE, this standing line, and BH, they will be congruent. See here, AE and BH, these two will be congruent. And EF, this is EF, it will be congruent to which one? So EF you can write AD also, or you can write HG also. So AD is the answer. And DF means again this standing line, this is congruent to CG. Okay, understood? In a box there are total 12 edges, and from that 12 edges 4 pairs are congruent. 1 2 3 4 are congruent, 1 2 3 4 are congruent, and 1 2 3 4, these 4 are congruent. Now next is practice set 6. Okay, write the names of pairs of congruent line segments. Use a divider to find them. Now I don't have a divider with me, so I am going to use compass. So keep on the point G and decide. This is the distance between G and N. This is the distance between G and N. Okay, now same distance is there between G and M. Okay, same distance is not there between G and D. So till now what we have found, GN and GM, they are congruent. Okay, GB is not same, GR is same, GC is different, GE is same. So GE, GR, GN and GM, they are congruent. So till now what we have found, seg GN congruent to seg GM. Here we can write NG or MG also. It is the name of a segment. Okay. Next, seg GR also congruent to seg GM. Then seg GN congruent to seg GR. See here, GM, it is written on both the places. So GM is congruent to GN. GM is also congruent to GR. So these both are also congruent. Okay. Now one more we have to write pair. So see here, GB, this is the distance between GB, and the same distance is there between GC also. So seg GB congruent to seg GC, and no segment is congruent to GD. Okay, GD is alone. Here you can write GE also with GR, GM and GN. So we have to write any 4. Now the second question is, on the line below, the distance between any 2 adjoining points shown on it is equal. Fill in the blanks. What they are saying, on this line, distance between any 2 adjoining points is equal. Adjoining point means adjacent points, means distance between any 2 points which are adjacent to each other, it is same. So segment AB means this much distance. So it is congruent to so many segments. AB congruent to BC also, AW also, WX, XY, YZ, ZP, QP, anything you can write. So next, AP, A and P. Okay, so what is the distance between A and P? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So one more we have to search a pair which is having a distance of 5 units. So we can take BZ. See BZ, how much distance is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can take here BZ. Any 2 points between them the distance is 5 units, you can write here. Okay, not compulsory you have to write BZ only. Then AC, how much is the distance between A and C? 1 and 2 unit. So 2 unit वाला एक और distance ढूंढो, WY, XZ, YP, QZ. Okay, anything you can write. Now BY, B and Y, how many points are there between B and Y? 1, 2, 3. 3 points mean 4 unit distance. So 4 unit distance we can take, suppose QX. See here also 3 points are there between QX. So like this you can take any. YQ, YQ again 2 points means 3 unit distance. So we can take YA, XB, CW, anything. And last is BW, again single point. So we can take AC or XZ or QZ, anything. Understood? This practice set you have to write in your notebook. Okay, this you will not write in notebook. And the next is congruence of angles. This also we have already studied. Okay, so 35, 90, 100. 35, 90, 100. So 35, 35, these two angles are congruent. 90 means this angle and this angle are congruent. Okay, their direction does not matter and the length of arm also does not matter. And how we should write it? Angle LMN congruent to angle XYZ. Then एंगल XYZ कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू LMN. मतलब जो 2 नोट्स हमने कॉन्ग्रुएंस ऑफ सेगमेंट्स में पढ़े, सेम 2 नोट्स आर देयर. एक एंगल दूसरे को कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो दूसरा वाला उसको भी कॉन्ग्रुएंट है. इफ वन एंगल इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू अदर एंड दैट अदर इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू थर्ड वन, then the first and third are also congruent to each other. Okay, now a small activity is there. What time does this clock show? What is the time in the clock? 3 o'clock. What is the measure of the angle between its two hands? What is the measure between its two hands? It is right angle, 90 degree. And at which other time is the angle between the hands congruent with this angle? मतलब 90 डिग्री का एंगल 3 बजे होता है. तो ऐसा और कौन सा टाइम है जब 90 डिग्री का एंगल बनता है? What time? The angle formed between two hands is 90 degree. Can you tell? Think over it. One is 3 o'clock and the other will be, yes, 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock, the angle between the two hands will be 90 degree. And the last practice set is for today is practice set 7. Some angles are given below. Using the symbol of congruence, write the names of the pairs of congruent angles in this figure. So here also you have to write direct angle. First one, see this PQR is 90 degree and AOC is also 90 degree. So angle PQR congruent to angle AOC. Second one, see here it is 45 degree. This angle is 45 degree. Which one? AOB. AOB angle is 45 degree. So angle AOB is congruent to which angle? Angle STR. Is it correct? STR? No. Never start with the vertex. Vertex should be at the center. So RST or TSR. Third one is this 30 degree and 130 degree is here also. What is the name of this angle? DOC. So angle DOC congruent to angle LMN. Angle LMN. Okay, so these are the 3 pairs of congruent angles in this practice set. So this also you have to write in your notebook. Then there is the last topic, congruence of circles. So when two circles will be congruent, सर्कल्स ऑफ इक्वल रेडाई आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट सर्कल्स. अगर दो सर्कल के रेडियस इक्वल है तो वो सर्कल्स एक दूसरे को कॉन्ग्रुएंट होते हैं. रेडियस इज अ नंबर, 1 सेंटीमीटर 2 सेंटीमीटर. सो नंबर्स आर इक्वल एंड शेप्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. सो circles having equal radii. Radii means what? If one radius is there, then we say radius, and if more than one is there, then we use the plural form of radius, which is radii. So circles of equal radii are congruent circles. Okay, so in this figure, circle in A and C, these two are congruent circles. Okay, and we have to find the examples of congruent circles in our surroundings. One example is of bangles of same size, or in your home if there are plates of same size, then they are congruent circles. Like this you have to find the examples of congruent circles in your surrounding. Understood the congruence of segment, angles and circles. Okay, so here we complete our lesson number 1. So homework is practice set 6 and practice set 7. Write down in your notebook. Okay, thank you.